The other developing story we're following tonight, the nuclear crisis in Japan. Despite being taken off the front pages, it is far from over. In fact, in many ways, it got worse today as they had to evacuate that Fukushima power plant today after smoke started rising, or steam, from 2 nuclear reactors. Officials investigating the cause of this steam or smoke, which delayed workers from getting the plant's cooling systems up and running again. The U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission now reports reactor cores of units 1, 2, and 3 all have damage, but that their outer containment structures are holding. Workers have already connected units 5 and 6 to diesel generators. Let's get to Team Fox coverage now. Our Greg Palcott in the city of Osaka, Japan. First to Trace Gallagher on the nuclear disaster. Trace, take us through each reactor and where things stand in this disaster.
Well, Shep, the number 1 reactor appears to be stable tonight, and the power is back on there. The number 2 reactor, the power is back on, but there's some white smoke coming out. It's unclear where that smoke exactly is coming from, but they're trying to work on a ventilation system there. Number 3 is the big concern. Heavy black smoke is coming out. The workers have all been evacuated, and there is concern that pressure is building up inside that nuclear reactor. And remember, number 3 is the only reactor that uses plutonium, which is much more toxic than uranium. Number 4, the pool that holds those spent fuel rods, still very, very dry, so radiation is coming out. Number 5 and 6, Shep, appear to be stable tonight.
Trace, we know the long history of TEPCO, the Tokyo Electric Power Company, which owns these plants. We know that they've had all sorts of problems, and now we're learning that that same company in charge of the plant repeatedly failed to make equipment inspections but weeks before the tsunami.
Yeah, in fact, 10 days before that quake and tsunami hit, TEPCO admitted, Shep, that they failed to inspect 33 different pieces of equipment on those 6 reactors. 33. On top of that, a power board that regulates the cooling system had not been inspected in more than 11 years. It turns out these inspections are all voluntary, but apparently not for long. There is great pressure inside Japan to make those inspections mandatory and to make them regular, Shep.
Trace Gallagher live for us tonight. Trace, thanks. And new concerns about the